Hello. Hello. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Hello? Hello? Just a moment. It's my first YouTube video. So sorry, friends. I also made a mistake. I put on the vertical portrait mode. Hello. I cannot rotate anymore now. If I close this streaming and I will start again on landscape mode, do you think will it work? Yeah. Hi. I. Well, you can try to find out. But if I close it, I think it will be over the connection. You might have to load. Yes, that will be complicated. Let's just a moment add my phone on my gimbal. So we do on this mode today. Doesn't matter. You have my face complete. Hello. It's a lovely sunny day. That's fine. Yes. Just a second, family. I want to just put the on my gimbal. Yes, I leave it for now. Just a moment. Yeah, well, here we are. Let's move here. So here we are. At least I have all set on my. When you do things for the first time, it's always something wrong happening with the technology. You see. Mamma mia. Finally. Friends, I'm sorry, Here we are. Ooh, I'm sweating. First YouTube video, 0. Good. How are you today? It's good to learn for the next time, correct? Because I could not try. Because when I did the first time this video, actually it was it went already for for this, but the chat is working properly, so we can also see all the chat, which is very good. I can also do a zoom. You can also see the zoom. We are all learning. Excellent, good picture. How is the quality of the video? Is it good? Oh, perfect. I can also change the camera to the other side. Look at that. Look at this, my family. Well, I'm sorry now we have the tour on this portrait mode, but the next time we will be landscape, no worry. Is it working, the zoom? The zoom also is working. I love it. I love it, zoom section. Yes, that's great. Very good. Perfect. So, wow, I'm really happy and glad, but also I was scared to run the my first ever live YouTube tour of my life. So dear family, yesterday we did the last Hego tour, and now we are starting a new saga. So I need to learn. This is great. You are part of the history, So Raffaele, the archaeologist with the technology, it's I'm a dinosaur with all of this stuff, this tech stuff. Ciao. But now we are here. We have a platform. That's great. Honestly, I'm happy now. I'm here. You can also take a screenshot from your laptop, from your iPad, your phone. You can take a screenshot if you want to take postcard. So I can also read the chat. It's good. I'm also completely done. There is Loredana, my friend, my great friend from Luxembourg. We can say all of us a great hello to Loredana. Loredana, ciao. So dear family, let's start then our Pompeii part 1 tour from the forum. Because I will, if there's a problem with the scarf, the sound, I think I can move it, but I think it's really good. So today we are going to start our tour of Pompeii from the Forum, which is the main square. But first of all, I would like to start, and I want to move from the square where I am now, and then we will understand all the secret of this place, from the Basilica. Yes, you can tip via PayPal. In the descriptions of the tour, always I will put the link for donations, which is a Buy Me a Coffee or PayPal. So when you go in the descriptions of the tour, you will find any info that you need. So it's very easy. Scott Raphael tip, perfect. Thank you, Liz. Liz, she's my amazing friend that she's helping me with all of these tech things. So let's move the camera, and believe me, this is the best hour to visit Pompeii. It's Pompeii at the sunset. This is the golden hour of the city. So Pompeii, then we will understand also about the eruption. Pompeii was a Roman colony that was completely buried during the eruption of 79 AD. When Pompeii then was discovered in the late 1748, was a huge discovery for all over the world. Pompeii basically is like a time machine, and now that is Good Friday, happy Easter all of you. This morning Pompeii had 22,000 visitors, now we have a basilica just for us. This is really an amazing experience to have in a high season a whole site just for our family. Look at this. The sun at this hour, it's so great, it's amazing. But when Pompeii was founded for the first time? Pompeii was founded in the late 6th century before Christ, and then during the centuries, with the help of Greeks first from the Bay of Naples, Etruscans, but especially local people called Oscans, that's why the word Pompeii from an Oscan language means number 5, they settled a first society in the place where now we are. Especially, hello Margaret, especially the place where now I am standing. So, in between Sorrento Peninsula, which is the area over there, and the Naples, the city. So actually Pompeii was a city of 600 more or less year of life at the moment of the explosion. Today we call it a Roman town. It's true, it's a Roman city, because during 79 AD Pompeii was under the control of the Roman Empire, but Pompeii was a melting pot of different cultures. The emperor back then in 79 was Titus. Honestly, he tried to come back with a legionary, with the soldiers, to rescue some of the people who died during the explosion of the Mount Vesuvius that we will see very, very soon. But with no results, because the seal of ash, the material that covered the city, was pretty tall, was 30 feet of ash. When the site was discovered, one of the first buildings that they found in the 1700s was the Basilica and Porta Marina, which is the place where we are. Today, for Basilica, what do we imagine? What do you think is a Basilica today? What do you think is today a Basilica? Don't be shy, you can answer the question. Church, yes. Today people are going to the church because Basilica is a big church. But in Roman time, the Basilica was a courthouse. The building where I am, this huge rectangle, it was a place for lawyers, for justice, for the law, everything. The judge was in the place where I am standing right now, or the magistrate, that's supposed to be super partes, so from another town. And at the upper floor, where you see that little windows, that I can make this amazing zoom as well, that was for the people that they could watch public trials. Even the details of the capitelli, the capital column, it's beautiful, no? It's called Corinthian style. Even if part of this material there, that has been restored with the modern cement to make it more also safer for the people coming here every day to explore this site. So the Basilica basically was a building for law, for justice, but later on, during the Christian time, where with Constantino the Great in the 313 the public basilica changed to a religious building, and we are now in a church. But this place where I'm standing was used never as a church but only as a palace of justice. All the columns that you can see to this side, they are all cut at the same level because Pompeii was affected by a huge earthquake 17 years before the explosion of the Mount Vesuvius. The volcano was a volcano, but the inhabitants here, they didn't know that the Vesuvius was an active volcano. So the first warning under Nero, no one could read as an event, a natural event that could happen. People believed that it was a fight of titans to the underground. And then they tried to repair many buildings. The Basilica was under a big restoration. The Basilica was under a reconstruction. That's why Romans have to cut all these columns, waiting for a material to build again those high columns able to support a roof from the second floor. But unfortunately not enough time. The Mount Vesuvius exploded and the Basilica always has been frozen in this style. But when it was built, well, no one left a plate for us telling us, look, we built this place 20 BC. No, we need to handle with the technique of construction or decorations. Every single pillar, as you can see, they are made of bricks. But Romans loved marble, so they used to plaster the walls with a marble effect, which is called in archaeology first Roman style, and was used as a big trend around the 2nd century BC. Can you tell they were cut? Yes, you can see. You can see they have to wait material to put on top of it here other piece of columns and then plastering like a marble effect, which is called the first style, primo stile Pompeiano in archaeology. Also, all of these pieces of columns are supposed to be for the upper floor. They were waiting for people coming here, of course, Roman builders, to repair every single inch of this place. So literally this is a Polaroid, a photograph of this place. What do you think? Do you like, family? Do you like this place? Do you like all of this building where we are standing? I think so. How is the video quality? Is it good? Yes, that's why, Wendy, that was my question. The chat is quiet. Is everyone just figuring out the new platform? I think beautiful. Love it. Video is good. Now I see. Thank you, Wendy. Be sure. Chat rather than top chat. The video is excellent. Perfect. So I'm happy that the quality of it is good. The entrance of the Basilica is from the forum. It's true. It's where we were before. When you expand the picture, yeah, you lose the chat. Sound is great. Raphael, this excellent sound quality. Amazing. Good. Good. So the entrance of the Basilica is from where we were, and then we go very, very soon. But first, let me show you an important archaeological remain under the soil, under the floor of the Basilica. All of these things that you can see under there, this is an ancient city walls from the 5th century BC. It means that Pompeii built in the Greek age had the walls to defend the city all around, but when Romans arrived to the south, they didn't use anymore the walls to defend because they were all part of the same culture. And that's why actually they built this other structure above, and you can still see some of the remains in this portion of the Basilica. The entrance of this place is not just from the forum I was telling, but is also from Via Marina Street. That is Via Marina. At this hour it's perfect. Look how beautiful it's the streets. Look at that, family. Prego, prego. So people were waiting that we were taking the live. It's so beautiful, it's wonderful at this hour. I think Pompeii is an alive book. All of these white stones that you can see on the floor over here. Thank you, Kuroi. All of these white things on the floor, they were used to help sailors that they were coming to the port of Pompeii, because Pompeii was a port city. Now the sea is 2 miles away to that direction. Before the eruption was about 450 meters. So if they could not speak a word of Latin, they have to follow these white stones on the floor to reach the square. Ah, it's great. So it's like a sort of a guideline. That is a marina. Yeah, we are walking footsteps. Yes, this time, family, the video is a portrait mode. Next time will be landscape. It was my first time, so it's already enough that I try a way how to connect. But yes, I also forgot how to do. I have to find out later again. So the city basically was built on this lava spur that is very hard under the soil. For this reason, the city had a constant pendants that goes to the sea, and when it's raining a lot, people had a lot of problems to cross the roads from a place to another. That's why they have to invent the famous Pompeii stepping stones. Here you are. That's another great shot to take. That's higher sidewalk to avoid that. Well, look at the sun through the. How great is the sun there? And even the beautiful original sidewalk in this corner. So Pompeii really, it's a super place to visit. And I want to show you, for the first time ever in Pompeii, they open an area of the city where we can see a beautiful marble, the only marble fountain of Pompeii. Come with me. Come with me to see this marble. Those are the stepping stones. And one team of archaeologists from the MIT, they studied all the stepping. There's a lot of wind now. That's why if the video is moving, because it's windy. They studied all the stepping stones, so they understood and realized that some of the chariots have to turn always to the same direction. So they understood the one-way traffic system of Pompeii. No, it's not a church. I don't know why church. I mean, I'm in Pompeii. And look at the wheel tracks. That's a perfect. That is an original wheel track. So this is the patina of time. Patina and patina of time. And the material of the road is a basalt, a volcanic stone. Very hard, very strong. So that is one wheel track. That is another wheel track. So the routes left by over thousands of people. We've never been here before. So this part of the city, it's very new for all of us, because after restoration, they were able to clean this fountain that now I'm showing you now. And then you can see this stunning place. All direction. Amazing. That is a beautiful marble fountain. Have a look at this. This is the fountain of the rooster. There is a rooster. That is a rooster. And from the hole there, they had a pipe made of lead, because that was all lead pipes. Water came through there, and people could come and drink water every day. It's one of the most beautiful fountain of the city, honestly. We have also some original remains of metal that they used to hold together these slabs of marble. Usually the fountains are all made of volcanic stone or travertine, but this one here is made with real marble. It's amazing. It's amazing. Can you imagine how many people? We are in the same place where 1,000 years ago there were people talking about how bad or good was the emperor, no? Next to this fountain. Yeah, it's a lovely sunset. But now let's go back to the forum, because the forum at this hour is really magic. But Pompeii, why is Pompeii? Because of an eruption. The explosion was so aggressive. It was about 5,000 nuclear bombs, a lot. The top literally blew off. And people didn't know what was happening because for them, they never seen an explosion before. So they tried to escape into the underground of their homes in a big open square, but it was not a good place. Well, nowhere was a good place. And when they figured out that it was for them one of the last chance of life, was too late. Pompeii was completely affected by a huge pyroclastic flow after 20 hours from the explosion. So the explosion started after lunch, and then the day after, the pyroclastic flow arrived Pompeii in less than 5 minutes. And then the 3 Celsius degrees steam, the flow, killed any form of life. Any form of life gone in over 1 minute. 1 minute. The city was totally buried with ash and sealed the whole site till the 1700s, when a farmer, starting to dig a well in the area of Herculaneum, instead to find water, found the theater. And the King of Naples, Charles, look at the kids out jumping, it's amazing. They found Pompeii and still digging, since 1/4 of the site is still waiting for us. And now the place where we are from the other, a few religious buildings at the moment of the explosion. And that is one of the most and so I see there, maybe because it's part of, maybe here the signal is bad. Well, don't forget we are archaeological sites. That's why it can happen that the signal was good. In a very better way. Yes. So for sure we are on an archaeological site, so we cannot pretend to have a good signal in every corner. You can hear better now? Yes, yes, because the square is a bigger places. There are some areas of the site where actually is not so good. Yes, 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 yes. So actually that is the iconic picture of Pompeii, with the Mount Vesuvius behind the Temple of Jupiter, and the Mount Vesuvius was literally twice the height. So the shape of the volcano from the right side went up there and then to the other side. How do we know? From Strabo, which is an important historian. In his book Geographia, he described the whole region Campania. And by a great fresco, now stored in the Museum of Napoli, which is one of the most important places to see the beauty from Pompeii and Herculaneum. And there was actually this huge mountain with one peak full of vineyards, and the god Bacchus painted with a grape. Yeah, no, I mean, it's working. I mean, from here I have a very good signal on my phone, so I think you just need to have the time that it will be better, no problem. So the forum was used as a heart of the city. Well, you had there the Temple of Jupiter, which is the building right in front of us. The Temple of Apollo, where we were before, where the signal was no good, is the building over there. Then the Basilica, which is the Palace of Justice, the law court on the other side. Then political buildings and market to the other corner. The Forum of Pompeii was all completely covered with the white slabs of travertine and the 2 lines of columns, like this, all around the 4 sides. The mountains around are all made of limestone. They are called the Monti Lattari, famous for cheese and mozzarella, and also where the pasta di Gragnano was born. It's a beautiful place actually. All the inscriptions on these frontoni, those are the original carvings, names of the politicians who paid with their own money the reconstructions of the city after the earthquake of 62. So that is a political propaganda, while the bricks is a restoration. This was a spectacular place to live, but honestly, the main issue here was the volcano. I didn't know till that day. Even the fonts never spoke about the Mount Vesuvius as a volcano, but just as a mountain. Unfortunately, when the site was covered with ash, the Emperor Titus sent soldiers to rescue some of the people. No one was found alive, but we know, and we found archaeological proof of it, that someone did excavations in the months after the eruption. They removed part of the floor and part of the columns, recycling somewhere else, and they put back the ash on top. I don't know if it's clear. So someone came months after. They found that there was nothing to rescue, no one could survive that they were looking for, actually. They removed the ash in some areas, just here and to the theater. They removed part of the travertine, that's why we don't have the travertine anymore here, and then they put back the ash. And then you have to wait 1,700 years to discover Pompeii again. No, that's the explanation, Lynn. Yes, like grave robbing, but made for a purpose to help people. They didn't find any people, so what they did, they just removed everything they could around the forum. How do we know this? Also because we discovered, let me show you here, some basement, some pedestals with the bronze statues, but without the bronze statues. And the forum was excavated for the first time under Napoleon, and they were writing every single records of things found here. But no one spoke about the bronze statue that's supposed to be here, but we have only the basement of them. Have a look. This is the proof of some feet of statues made of bronze. They're supposed to be here, but no statue, nothing. That is another thing. That is a bronze, a metal proof, but no statues were found. So we think that people came, but not grave hunting or no. Soldiers sent by the Emperor Titus months after the explosion, but unfortunately they could not find people, and they removed, maybe to their private wallet, who knows, or to the Emperor, part of the beauty from Pompeii. And then they covered again with ash. What a great view from here now. Those beautiful columns, that is a huge portion of the floor that was like this everywhere. That is an original marble. It's fascinating, yes. It's a marble column with the Corinthian style. We have also the proper market, the so-called Macellum, next where I am, and be ready for a very sad surprise. Hello. Yeah.
Are you doing a virtual?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah.
We
Ah, ciao. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah.
If you're around, we'll just you finish your tour.
Finish? Yes.
When will you finish?
30 minutes. Ciao. Ah, someone recognized me. Wow, I'm famous. Mamma mia. Sorry, family. Someone recognized me. Good. So we are inside the Macellum. The Macellum of Pompeii is something that has been reopened from starting this year. That it's actually a temple dedicated to the god of commerce that for the Romans was Mercury. In the middle of this courtyard, actually, there was a big round temple called Tolos. Tolos is the word for a round building, and for each slice that you can see here, there was a stand. So a person could sell material, another person could sell food, another one could sell spice. So this was like a general open market with a very beautiful roof, but the roof there is reconstructed because no one actually could have wood so long. But imagine like that all around the four sides. And the archaeologists found in this part of the Macellum also that original fresco that you can see better now here. You can see, let me do a zoom, that is a bread, that is fish, so it's like a menu of the things that people could sell actually in this market. You see those? Also the fresco there is very remarkable, because we have to wait the Renaissance to get back perspective like this. Look at the beautiful red, or the 3D model behind the painting of the architecture. Oh, that is a victory on a chariot with the two horses. That is Hercules. It's incredible how preserved. It's incredible how much art on a building that was used as a market. That is Ulysses. Ulysses and his wife. Wow. What a lovely place to get your grocery. That is true, Margaret. That is really, really true. And then that is Hecate, a goddess with a victory with the wings, the so-called Nike. But we have also some very important inscriptions. Those are all the different signs. Can you see the inscriptions next to the wall? Those are the signature of the travelers of the Grand Tour. They were here in Pompeii and they left their name. So thanks to this, we could also understand when this building was open or not. And that is a date. Is 1865. That is 1809. If Pompeii was excavated from the 1748, so it means that this building was already discovered around the early 19th century. That is a proof of actually. But Pompeii is also a place of tragedy. And right here we have some of the plaster cast. Those are the people who died, who left their destiny here. So when we think about Pompeii, we think about the beauty, art, mosaics, frescoes, but Pompeii is also a big tragedy. That is the cast of an old man, found with the keys and the coins next to the body. Unfortunately, he had the hope to come back, but no one could help him. But what is it, a plaster cast? Well, actually, a plaster cast, it's something that we can do. Is a technique that the archaeologist invented from the 1700s, from the 1863 actually, to help to fill with a proper liquid plaster the cavity left by people inside the ash. So it's like a negative and a positive. It's the mold. And they just put these three people here. About a couple of weeks ago, that is an adult, is a 42 up to 45 years old man. He looks like sitting and praying, but no, he was found like that, but on his knees, facing down, taking the last cool breath. This person was found also with like a sort of a scarf around the body, around his neck. So archaeologists started to think that maybe the eruption was not in August as we believed, but was later on in fall or early winter. And actually, the study of the food found in the sewage gave us the chance to understand that Pompeii was totally buried in October. So October 24 now, that is the new date. 300 degrees was not enough to burn even the clothes. Look at the clothes around this poor person. No, they were not found in the market. They were found in other part of the city, but now they are showing here because it's close with this modern roof. Is all clear what happened? What do you think? What do you think, family? Is all clear what? Yeah, good. In other tours we will understand and we will see other plaster casts. In total we have about 200, but now they are just showing 3 in this part. I know, Leeds, I know. So yeah, now we have them here, but they were not in the place where they died. This was the general market of Pompeii, full of amphoras, full of things. Now the columns in the forum, that one made of bricks, were made of bricks and cement. That one made of marble they were one full piece of marble. Sherwood, they suffered unfortunately over 80 seconds because the 300 degrees killed them from 60 up to 85 seconds. So horrible pain. Most of them died with the boxer pose. That's sad. That's really sad. I know, Margaret. And family, behind the market, that is one of my favorite streets since it's perfect, no? No people around now, all different shops in this corner. We will discover this part of Pompeii to another tour for sure, but I wanted to show you this lovely, that is a lovely view with all the stepping stones, no, around here. Today we have modern civic numbers, but Romans had not our structures for the civic numbers, so a beautiful light today. I love the low angle. Me too, Sherwood. Me too. I want to give you the best shot now because at this hour, walking in this part of the forum is magic. Don't don't judge the restaurant. That is a modern restaurant. That is something really, really modern. But under the bombing of the 1943, a few bombs destroyed a Roman home. There was no space to restore, so they decided to open a restaurant in that corner. But that is a beautiful view. Is it ever thought to make copies? They made the copies, yes. They made copies. They're also traveling all around the world. But those are the original one. No, the eruption happened from the day after lunch, 20 hours later. So imagine it was the whole day. That is another great view. Look at this. That's a spectacular view. I know the fans are not the best, but with the arch and the columns and the 2 stones used to stop all the chariots because the forum was pedestrian, I think is magic. This is magic. With this sky, family, today we started the first YouTube tour in the best way. Prego. Yes, Cathy. Next time I want to bring you also up to the tower, which is right over there. So we will do a tour up to the tower to see Pompeii from the other perspective. They opened the tower last February. That's another great view, eh? If you take a screenshot on your computer or phone or iPad, that's a great shot to have. The pigeons are eating all the piece of food. Ah, thank you. So, dear family, it's time for the questions if you have. I hope that this first YouTube tour was not so bad as I thought. Hopefully the signal is the quality. Don't forget that we are an archaeological site. Also the chat I can handle very well. You can write. We need just to get used to it. You can see when I post on my YouTube channel, so you can follow, you can subscribe, and then you can put the alert on. If you put the alert, then you will get notifications wherever I put tours, and I have stunning things to show you all around the region Campania. Because if you like this way to do the tours, I will do many. And if you like also to leave a donation or something, in the description of the tour, you have all the link that you can also save for the next times, because the links are always the same. Yes, I won't publish this because this was a little bit confusing at the beginning. But the next tours that I will do, I will publish, no problem. Also, I'm planning to do Vespa tours. I'm planning to go to the National Museum of Naples. A lot of things in Pompeii, the House of Vetti. It also depends on you. If you like this way to do the tours, I will still make with all of you. So, dear family, yeah, for sure, it's not easy like Ego that you click and you leave a tip, but you need to go on PayPal or buy me a coffee. But this is the way how we do now. I cannot do something better. Thank you, Marilyn. Thank you. Another Vespa tour is show on Capri. Look at the sun. That sun is all for you, family. It's all for you, for your family, and I wish you an amazing Easter. I'm here. A great Easter to all of you and your family. Stay safe. I'm planning other tours to do, so we will go all around the region Campania. And tomorrow will be a very big day of in real life tours. Tomorrow will rain a lot, so I need a lot of good energy. Thank you very much for your time. From Pompeii, live in the forum. Happy Easter, Buona Pasqua to all of you, and again, all of your family. I wish you all the best. I'm so happy that we can stay connected together. So yesterday was a sad day as the last Ego, but now is a great day because we are together without any other problem that someone tomorrow will wake up and say, let's close all. Ciao Alessandra, we have also Alessandra with us. Ciao Alessandra. Alessandra is with us. See you. Alessandra will start her tour again. Alessandra, where do you want to do the tour next time? Do you remember Alessandra, family? Ciao Alessandra. Yeah. So thank you. See you next week, hopefully. And happy Easter. Buona Pasqua a tutti. Ci vediamo. A presto. Ciao.